Hey, all you cool cats and kittens out there. It's Miss Tuggle, and this is our last day of distance learning. I have so many mixed emotions about everything. I miss my students so much. But to end our week on insects, I wanted to read one of my favorite books called Please Please the Bees by Gerald Kelly, and I got this book on Scribd as well. And it's a little bit longer, so I'm probably going to have to break the story up into 2 videos, but it'll be worth it. So, Benedict was a creature of habit. He liked to do the same thing every day. Every morning he woke up at the same time. Every morning he stretched, he scratched, he yawned a great yawn. Every morning, the bees delivered 3 jars full of honey. Benedict ate the same breakfast he'd eaten since he was just a fuzzy cub, toast with honey and tea with extra honey. Next came his daily routine, practicing, perfecting his honey cake recipe, knitting, and running errands. Move over here. At night, he'd read, then have one last cup of honey tea before bed. Life was sweet. Until one morning. One morning, things weren't the same. In fact, something terribly unsame had happened. There was no more honey. The bees had gone on strike. Do you know what it means to go on strike? Sometimes people go on strike and that means they won't work anymore because they feel like they're not being treated fairly. So they stop working until they feel like they are being treated fairly. Benedict's breakfast wasn't the same without honey. Without his honey tea, he couldn't knit. Practice was dreadful. He didn't even bother with the errands. Benedict became deeply discouraged. Just then, he heard someone say, "Hey, you, in the fur coat!" It was a very small bee with a remarkably loud voice. "We need to talk," said the bee. "Talk? Grumbled Benedict. "I let you all live in my yard. All I ask is for a few jars of honey. You should be grateful, not go on strike." "A few jars," said the bee. "Buddy, we deliver 3 jars of honey to you every day, every month, every year. Do the math, Einstein." Can you do the math? That's a lot. That's a lot of jars of honey for the bees to give to Benedict. And so let's go ahead and stop there. And I want you to make a prediction. Predict what is going to happen. Are the bees going to stop working for Benedict and go make their honey elsewhere? Or is Benedict going to step up and make sure that the bees are getting everything that they need? Find out part 2 of this video is coming right up. Bye.